on the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. It's the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the Michigan State Spartans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, I did catch up with Coach Creighton pregame. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. On the return, it's James. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Eagles offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Secures it at the 30. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. So Michigan State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Cam Edwards. He is a transfer from UConn. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. The run inside. It's Edwards. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Looking for space, it's Edwards. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Kim. Finds his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Running inside, it's Edwards. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Look out! And down he goes.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism. Has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Kim. Hauls it in. Got him right there. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Eagles have moved it inside the 20. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Gets the back moving. Needs it here on 4th down. Grabs it in the middle. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. They're all over it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Kim. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, it's Edwards. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Patterson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Moore. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moves the pocket, it's Fancher. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 9, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try to pop the draw. breaks the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They were all over it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Here comes the heat. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 1st and 10 for the offense. Trying to establish the run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Hits inside. It's Patterson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Patterson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Patterson. He's there to make the stop. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
And this one splits the up. one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Drops back on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of this drive. He's looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Gonna let it fly. Makes a grab on the shot. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Going to the ground. There's some daylight. He's past the marker. Good game there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's West. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Brings it in down the left side. Finds a seam. The tap. Touchdown, Eagles. Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Fancher. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught, and he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. Rid of it on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 2nd and long here. The give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in him.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down, now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick give. It's Patterson. And as As they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Still looking. On the move, he fires. Gets rid of it.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking out the 47. They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Fancher. Unloads to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on, and he gets it away.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Pulls it in at the 25. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Fires left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Turns upfield. And he's brought down after a short gain. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Quarterback got it himself. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on second and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Finds his tight end. He won't get there. The defense with a fourth down stop. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. And he gets rid of it.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Fancher. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the first down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Stepping to the right, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Quarterback gets the first down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game. Now.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Spartans ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights in setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The give to the lone running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to make one miss. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Spartans offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They will have their hands full with this matchup as they try to make sure the running game gets going. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. On the run, it's Edwards. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Spartans are marching down the field. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fires to the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Knocked down immediately. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Handoff again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Look out! Got his man. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Hand it to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
Still running at the 40. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The official says no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's got his man across the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties.
Makes a grab and room to run. Still on his feet. Inside the touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Running inside, it's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Burrowing for yardage. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And so far early in this game, and you...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, it's Mobley. Can't get him to the ground. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Quick completion to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Long way to go on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. Trying to get the corner. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Throwing, Carr. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important. Get some pushing for the punt team. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. He breaks a tackle. Stop right there. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. 2nd and long here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate moving forward.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tight end now in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Volunteer sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now the Spartans calling their third and final timeout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeps it. Stopped in the backfield as his defense does. Let anything slip through here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Western Kentucky, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hilltoppers, eyeing their first win of the season. And it's been a tough start. There's no sugarcoating things. 3 games, 3 losses. Let's see if they can protect this lead. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Sees a crease. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Sets his feet. It's Fancher. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. RPO complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Carr. On target.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
The give is to Williams. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Play action. Carr makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on running room in the middle. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Over the middle, it's Williams. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Makes his man miss. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Play fake. Carr. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Throwing, Carr. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 30, the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Spartan.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Finds his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Quick give. It's Edwards. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Strides to the back. Pulled to the ground.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They're all over him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give is to Williams. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll move the tight end. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, it's Fancher. And he avoids the sack.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, the ground game. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Unleashes one. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Sets his feet. It's Fancher. Looking deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped right there.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Drops back. It's Fancher. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Spartans send out the punt unit. And now the hit knocks it loose. And they'll stop him right there on the return.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Running the red zone, it's Patterson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. You know, this is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
That's good.